There is a kind of criticism that does more than just hurt the feelings. It slowly changes how a person sees themselves. Welcome back to my story. One difficult reality I came to understand over time was how deeply repeated criticism can affect a person emotionally, especially inside close relationships. Not constructive correction, not healthy communication. I'm talking here about criticism that slowly erodes confidence, emotional safety, and connection. Because one thing many people may not realize is words repeated consistently inside relationships eventually shape emotional atmosphere. And over time, they can also shape identity. In the beginning of my marriage, there was friendship, closeness, warmth, and emotional connection. But gradually, certain patterns began affecting that connection negatively. Comparison became one of them. And comparison inside marriage can become deeply damaging emotionally, especially when it happens repeatedly. Sometimes another woman would be praised heavily for doing something I was already doing my best to do it. Not in a healthy, encouraging way, but in ways that slowly created emotional insecurity and self doubt. And what made this difficult emotionally was that I already entered adulthood, carrying insecurities. I want you to understand something clearly. Repeated criticism is not always an accurate reflection on your worth. Sometimes it reflects on resolved issues, emotional immaturity, projection, or unhealthy relational patterns within the other person. And one of the most important parts of healing is learning to separate your identity from the negative things repeatedly spoken over you. Because eventually you must relearn how to see yourself clearly again. Begin Again Woman continues every Monday with practical conversations about rebuilding confidence, structure, and identity after difficult seasons. Boardroom with God returns every Wednesday for spiritual reflection and emotional grounding. And Fridays on My Story, we continue exploring healing, relationships, faith, motherhood, survival, and rebuilding through lived experiences. Follow the journey across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And don't forget, words spoken repeatedly inside relationships carry weight. And sometimes healing begins when you stop measuring your worth through the lens of constant criticism.